My name is Opeyemi Parham, and I've been a member of the Dance New England community since the early 1990s. I decided to put together a 3-minute piece in response to Jasper's eloquent request for us to look our stories in the eye and see what's happening as we move forward with Camp Timber Trails, Timber Lake, whatever it is. I am loose on the details because I have left the community and intend to be living in the Pacific Northwest. I came back east for the winter, as many of you know. Lots of rumors have flown around. No, I was not stopped for crossing over into Canada and unable to go for a year because of cannabis use. Yes, I did go suicidal and weird again for 3 days as I dealt with my own personal demons. No, I am not crazy. But I am a mad woman who has been deeply aware of the institutional racism that Dance New England exhibits and does not introspectively look at. We too often get overly introspective about some silly and kind of crazy things, in my critical judgment, and under introspective about actual safety, emotional, physical, and otherwise issues for people of any color other than white in Dance New England. We are a counterculture community. People chose to accept a summer camp in one of the most conservative places in New England, New Hampshire. I believe the community suffered from that choice, and as it goes back into Massachusetts, has to recognize there's still issues of what rural America looks like. Very white, very suspicious of any other, especially suspicious of black men and brown men, and especially suspicious of people who share their sensuality and sexuality in non-culturally dominant ways. Towards that end, and explaining that piece, I am hopeful and optimistic that Michael Wingfield will not only be considered for this position, but that people really analyze what happened. I guess it was last summer, maybe it was 2 summers ago. As I said, I've been trying to manage my own heartbreak about not feeling comfortable and safe in one of my founding communities of fostering great growth potential. That would be D&E, for years. Ever since we moved to Camp Robin Hood, I have not been comfortable. Many black women have been polled recently about why don't you come to camp anymore, or come to camp and what happens when you get to camp. I'm not speaking for black women, I'm speaking for myself. And I'm noticing that the people who seem to have stood up for Michael this summer were people who have had personal contact across racial cultural lines, and that I'm still concerned that D&E has a huge Jewish component to it that does not get acknowledged, and therefore issues of internalized anti-Semitism need to be examined as well as all of our other issues. That's my 4 minutes and checking out, and I love you all, and I hope to find what you have on the West Coast.